to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an empath, intuitive card reader, and a visionary as well. I'm here this evening. This is the second time for you guys. This is for the sign of Pisces, the fish. I'd already started. I've already done a smudge once for you, but hey, let's do it again. This is more for the newcomers. And I've already smudged your cards. I actually have them already laid out. What happened was I started this video a few minutes ago and I was interrupted. So, we're starting from scratch. I was only into the first card, so, but we're going to save some time. I'm always up for more than one smudge. Oh, I've been smudging like there's no tomorrow for the last month and a half. My house, myself, my animals, my property. I'm going to give you guys some. Here we go. For those of you that, well, none of you caught it the first time. I did. Ah, it smells great. Campfire in my hand. Love it. Love it, love it. Anyway, as I was saying, which you wouldn't even know about, as I was saying, the three cards, I'll show you what they were. First card was Ten of Wands for the beginning of your week, or Ten of Swords, sorry. Second card, middle of the week, is your Six of Cups, about reflection. This reading, by the way, is for the week of September 17th through to the 23rd, 2017. The last card that I pulled was Illusion. Looks for an interesting read. So I was saying, as I began the first time round, that with the Ten of Swords, it's not all doom and gloom. This is the final card. This is the sum of tarot. This is the summing up of. And basically the tying up of loose ends. Somebody waiting a long time. I don't know why this has come up twice. This came up in the previous video. Somebody going through divorce. And everything, it has been so long and so drawn out. This card is here to tell you that that's all going to come to an end. The end is in sight, as they say. So this is a relief. It is a bittersweet time. This has been a long time coming. You've been wanting to tie this up and just completely move on with your life. This is not gender specific either. This is male or female. There has been some drama. This has been draining. This isn't just for divorces and separations. This applies to just about other areas of your life. Any of you that can relate to this in any other perspective of something that you've been going through. It's been long and it's been drawn out, and now you're starting to see the final run. You're coming in close to the finish line. It's almost over. Some of you may go through a shock, a realization, something coming to light, and something being exposed. And followed right immediately on top of the shock is going to be a sense of relief. Whatever that is, it's just like, what? What? And then, oh, really? Then that means, and that I'm done, whatever that means to you. It brings a lot of clarity. And this feeling like, yeah, this is finally over. This is done. This has been a rough ride, but it's done. It's finished. It's going to be a good thing, is what I'm hearing for you. You get to see the reality of a situation for some of you as well. Having to do with a replacement of where you work. You're seeing there's no room to grow. Relationships that could affect as well for some of you. Relationships. Please remember, this is a general reading which may or may not resonate with you. But there's just this seeing the reality of your situation and seeing that it cannot grow, which can apply to so many things. Relationship between a dog and a human. They're new to each other. And you're not clicking. You're not fitting together. And you're seeing the reality of the situation. For some reason, you can't bond with this animal. I don't know what it is. That's what I was shown. So that's for somebody out there. Doesn't necessarily have to be a dog. It's just two life forms. One's human and one is well, I always call them fur balls, just fur balls, an animal. But for some reason, there's problem, and you're seeing the reality of the situation. You know, you gotta make a change. You gotta find a proper mate, a proper friend for this animal, and do the responsible thing. Um, However unwanted this card is when it does show up in your reading, Pisces, the truth helps you see sometimes what needs to be released, and sometimes that happens. We have to let things go. We just do. If we're truthful with ourselves, it is a good thing in the bigger picture. Some of you need to buckle down and get real with yourself. That's what I'm hearing for you. You need to get real. You need to face reality. Too much time has gone by. It's over. It's over. Whatever it is, it's come to an end. It is ended. It is over. And this is for some of you. Again, it's a general reading, but you need to face the truth of a situation. It is not going to grow. It is not going to change. It is not going to get better. It has served its purpose. It's worn itself out. It's time for you to let it go. All right? The advice of this card, walk away and let go. And focus on your present, but let go of your past. Just release it where it needs to be. Stop holding. You know, the past doesn't hold on to you. It's you that holds on to the past. Past are memories. Memories, it's what we won't let go of. It's what we want to relive. It's what brings us sadness and anger and happiness. But you need to let go of some things. That's what tarot is saying, and that's what I'm feeling for you as well. Is somebody does need to let go of something. Focus on your present. Put your focus all in your present and leave some brain room for your future as well. Keywords: completion, release, trauma, transformation, truth, victimhood, and shock. It's time to stop being the victim as well. I'm hearing there's some self-pity. It's an overkill in self-pity. Stop that. That's not healthy. That's not good for you. You're going to wallow in it. Let yourself be swallowed in the depths of despair. Don't do that to yourself. Really be straight and honest with yourself. Nobody can be harder on you than you. All right? And nobody can go easy on you as easy as you could as well. That's not always a good thing. You got to be real. Okay. So the middle of the week, we're looking at the Six of Cups, and it's all about reflection. Reflection. There's a lot of the past coming up in the readings this week, and I don't know what that is, but, you know, it seems to be a theme. I don't know what's going on. Maybe we're through summer now. We're coming into fall. It's been a beautiful summer for some of you. I'm feeling that, and I'm being told that. It's been a beautiful, beautiful summer for some of you. There have been some illusions going on, though. Some things that aren't real. Some of you, again, this card, you're holding on to the past. It's reinforced. Card number 1, Ten of Swords. It's being reinforced again. Somebody out there, boy, when you get 3 cards out of 78 cards in a deck, and you run into this, and the cards are always, before I turn the camera on, are set up with the intention behind them that they all have a shadowing period, so that links them all together. And that's what's going on here overall with your cards and with this reading. Boys, the past returns, bringing it back to life. An old friend or an old flame. 6 of Cups. So you're going to go back and you're going to reflect. You're going to hold on to things. You know, that's tricky. Going back to old relationships. Some of you may be looking for ways to slip back into the past, like you're reliving it. Nothing's changed. It's like the point A, from point A to point B where you are now. You're jumping back to point A, and it's like part of you wants to start all over again and pretend all that journey towards point B to where you are now doesn't even exist. Some of you are going a little crazy like that. That's not even feasible. It's not possible. You can't go back into the past, be it a good place or not. It just isn't. Well, we can get into time travel and talk about that, right? But that's not our reality right now. That we can just do that. You have to keep it real. And whatever, for those of you going back into an old relationship or contemplating it, you got to remember what brought you to the point where you're separated in the first place, and not just intellectually remember it. You need to emotionally remember it and what you went through at that time, whatever it was for somebody. But you're looking to slip back into the past and reliving old times, back to the safe haven of former years. You can't go back in age either. That's what I'm feeling here. For you, you can't go back in age. You can't go back to being 16, 17, 18 years old, because that's what's coming up here. But on the other hand, some of you may be returning to a favorite childhood place. And you may find a sense of peace there, a sense of joy. There's nothing wrong with that. But, some of you are going to come to the realization that you've always kind of wondered if things had been different, how they would have played out. But some of you are really grounded with your feet on the ground, and you're in the now, and you're realist, and you're saying, you know what, no matter how wonderful and sweet that was back then, and how innocent and safe and protected we were, the world hadn't eaten us up yet. You're looking where you are right now. This is for you that are real hardcore realist. And you're looking at your relationship that you're in now, and you're finding a sense of peace, security, and comfort within that. And you're saying to yourself, no, it was what it was at the time. It served its purpose. It played itself out. Where I'm at's pretty darn good right now. Very happy with my life right now. I'm not going to let go of what I have now. It's 11 bells. Sorry. Come on there, Grandpa. Hurry up. But you're finding satisfaction in where you are in the now, and that's a good thing, and you're realizing that. It's going to give you a sense of contentment, a sense of, yeah, I haven't done half bad. I'm pretty good where I'm at. I'm happy with where I'm at. That's a gorgeous thing. That's just beautiful. The advice of this card, enjoy reconnections that you may be having with happier times from your past. And you might even be re-energized. Some of it may be quite innocent, floating back into your past as well. This doesn't have to be romantic relationships. It could be friendships. It could be family, cousins, aunts, and uncles that you haven't seen in a while. And it kind of spins you right back into being a kid again, being 12 years old. That kind of a thing, where nothing much was expected of you, but you weren't young enough to be completely stupid, right, and ignorant. Back to a good time for you. Anyways, Pisces, reliving things. The fall is going to trigger some memories for some of you. I just seen that the fall, I seen brilliant fall foliage. And the next sense that came with that was the smell of the trees, the leaves, the earth, that smell in the fall when everything is being warmed by the sun on a beautiful, brilliant, sunny, beautiful day. And the smells and the colors are going to be bringing you back to a certain point in your life. You're going to find yourself in a moment of harmony, balance, and contentment. I just seen that for somebody. I don't even know. Yes, so, and it's like, and so, I do that too. In my head I go, and so, what was the point of that? And sometimes it's just silence. It's greeted by silence. There is no point. Not on my end, but it might make a point to you. It's just a beautiful. I can almost feel myself there. I can see it that strongly for somebody. Sometimes going into the past for some of you as well will re-energize you. You'll be feeling really enthralled and taken in and entertained almost. And this could inspire you for the future. Something that could just give you that second wind and make you feel young again. This could be the picking up of old talents as well. Something you were really good at in your youth, and it's coming to serve a purpose maybe again in your present. Maybe you're an actor or a musician, but before, and you've been away from it forever, and now you're getting back into it again because you were pretty darn good at it. And this is bringing back a sense of purpose, of continuation, and it connects you to your past in that way as well. Your keywords are friendship and visitors, happiness, comfort, childhood memories, protection, and play. And play. I get the feeling there's more to this card, so I'm going to kind of leave myself open to it, but I don't know. But here we have, at mid to end week, is the moon, which represents illusion. So, we come back into facing reality again. That's what this is. This card is summing this up. I'm feeling almost like it's a collection of what has taken place at the beginning of the week, the middle of the week, and it's all ending right here. Again, I'm hearing this. Time to get real. Time to face reality. The moon always watches over you. Your head's turned this way. Here's the moon, and it's watching you. So when your head turns this way, it turns as well, and it's saying, what is it you're looking at? What are you looking at? That kind of thing. No moon up here tonight. New moon on the 21st, though, guys, just to give you a heads up. It's all about new beginnings. But yeah, I always say this is one of my favorite cards out of the deck because the artistry. And it's soothing to me for some reason. I'm a moon child, that's probably why. But it brings me calm. It's just soothing to me visually. It's a beautiful card. So, the moon, he watches and questions what it is you're looking at. Can you see beyond illusion when in doubt or confusion that threaten to overwhelm you? Under the moon, will the relationships that you're into now, anybody in the card and tarot is asking, will it stand the test of time? So some of you have to, as I said, some things have come to an end. It's time to tie them up and let them go. They served their purpose when they were in your life. They're not in your life anymore. Any illusions of, I'm hearing somebody holding on to a relationship that was over a long, long time ago, you need to get real and you need to let go. It's just that simple. We feel like when a relationship ends, and if we weren't the one to implement it, to say that we didn't want to be in it, we very much want to still be in it. We very much feel we still love the other person. But what it comes down to sometimes is the other person's just not feeling it anymore. They're just not into you that much anymore. You're just not doing it for them anymore. And it's probably not you that's changed, it's probably them. So that can be hard to deal with, devastating, heartbreaking. We go through all these emotions, but it affects us physically. It's all very, very real when we get our hearts broken. Everything becomes, it's ironic at times when you're going through that devastation. It's like going through a death. And you feel like you're walking in the dark and you feel all alone. But yet there's this other thing that's going on everywhere you look. And every emotion you feel, everything becomes more vibrant, stronger, more electrical. You don't look at anything the same anymore. When you're going through these emotions, it's like going through a death. Because it's the ending of something. Only in some ways it's worse. Some people can't be together anymore because one mate has died and passed on. And that's horrible. But that's acceptable after a certain amount of time. You accept it. And in other ways, the death of a relationship takes a little bit longer, sometimes a little harder to deal with, harder to handle, because the other person's not gone from the planet. They're not gone from Earth. They're still out there walking around. Their heart is still beating, and your brain's trying to comprehend. We were in love. I'm still in love. Why aren't they here with me? That's very, very hard to deal with. Nobody can be harder on yourself than you can. Really, when it comes down to it, is some of you are going to have to get real hard-nosed and become a hard ass with yourself to fight your way out of this. You know, don't ever put all your self-worth into what someone else feels for you. All right? Doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. They changed. Something in them changed. It isn't you. No, it's not fair that you have to go through this. You weren't the one that started this. You weren't the one looking for this. You thought you were happy. This is all meant for somebody out there. This is what Spirit is pushing forward for you. So the whole thing about confusion and illusion is here. And yes, we can get overwhelmed by it. But yes, some relationships are going to be put through some tests right now. And are they going to stand the test of time under the light of the moon? Where it's dark and it's beautiful. But not everything is illuminated. Not everything is seen. We need to reevaluate come when the moon goes to bed and the sun comes up. We need to reevaluate so that we can see everything and nothing is being shadowed or hidden from us in the dark. Your intuition may be telling for some of you that not all is as it seems to be. That's really highlighted when this card shows up. You may be being left in the dark about something. Somebody's not being truthful with you. Somebody's holding something back. It's not nice at all. Some old memories may resurface for some of you as well. Some of you are looking and going into the past for different reasons because they're creating blocks, and you're aware of that. There's some things you can't move beyond and move through because of some things that are related to in the past that you're dealing with now in the present. And some of you are wanting to work through these blocks and you're wanting to push on through. And you have to go back into your past and you have to re-examine these things that are holding you back today. You're on the right path. If you're thinking that way, look, I know I'm effed up. I'm just screwed up. I'm a mess because of what I went through. And I know that's what's holding me up now, and it's stopping me from moving forward in the areas that I need to move forward in. And some of you are very, you know what, you're on the right path. You're very strong if you're thinking that way. And you're willing to put yourself through that and face the truth and the reality. Once you get through that, because you're so willing to do it, you will get through it. You'll make it. You'll come out the other end and you'll be ready. You'll be completely like a clean slate, ready to start over new, with no hang-ups. Let's put it that way. The advice of this card is to take time to work the best way forward for you. Intuition holds the answers that you seek, so pay attention to that. And pay attention to any messages that are coming through in dreams and visions at this time as well. They'll play an important role. You may find some answers there. Dilemmas, sadness, the past, decisions, the unconscious, dreams. These are your keywords. And this, dear Pisces, that was a weird reading because you know what? Sometimes as soon as I put the last card down, it's gone, it's done. Can't even remember what I said. It was one of those. Except the Six of Cups kind of pops back out here a little bit. Do you have anything more to tell me? Anything more that I should know? So I can pass this on to Pisces. I don't know what's going on with the reading. I guess maybe to reinforce that the readings are kind of like there's a theme going on now. The past. Wow. And some of you are so strong. And because Pisces are such easygoing people. And they may hurt really easily. But the thing is, they're like really, really strong people. They can get through. Yeah, they'll have their tears. They'll cry. They'll weigh their options. And they try to be as truthful to themselves as they can. But you're all human at the end of the day. We all want to hold on to what's good. So anyway, thank you very much for being here. I hope this reading helped in some way or directed you in some way, or to help you anticipate what might be coming or what you should be doing for your situation, whatever's going on with you. So thank you very much for being here. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and you're new, please do. You can leave anytime you like. You're wide open and welcome to be part of the tarot community. Also, thank you to all subscribers that are already subscribed and have been for the longest time from the beginning right up to today. Thank you so much. You guys rock. Big time. Big time, big time. And also thank you to YouTube subscribers that are the Bay of Fundy Fortunes group on Facebook is growing by leaps and bounds. It's beautiful. We're just a beautiful size in there. I like where it's at. I wish I could just kind of like clock it off, but on the other hand, I want to share this great group. It's like we're omni in there. We're all like-minded. Um, they're like me. They're like you. We're not walking alone on this path. This is a private group. It's a closed group, so everything is contained within. So you can feel really free to let that part of you go and be relaxed, and never be afraid to express your thoughts or your knowledge as well. So thank you very much for that. Also, you can find Bay of Fundy Fortunes on Blogspot, Google, and on Twitter as well. And you can pick and choose any platform wherever it is that you feel comfortable. If you like this reading and you like to have something private, I do offer the service. Please read down below this video window where it says Show More section. And please read through what there's there. Grab my email that you see, ship me off an email, and I can get you taken care of really quick. So I think that's about it for now. If anybody else is ever looking for me, you can find me right here in Bay of Fundy Fortunes or walking on the beach along the water's edge down below here that hold the mightiest tides in the whole world, on the whole planet, the beautiful and the bountiful Bay of Fundy. And I'm always keeping my eye on the tides, whether they're sliding in or they're sliding out or they're screaming in and booming out. Either way, but I'm a high tide junkie. Therefore, if you're looking for me, you can always find me waiting for the next high tide. Have a great week. I hope your month is going along well, Pisces. And I hope this week and this reading goes along well for you. And I'll see you back next week. Have a good one. Good night for now.